Hey, this is Tim with Marine Diagnostic Tools. Today we're using the Texa IDC5 software. We're going to be connected to a 2021 Yamaha VMax 175. So we're going to go in the outboard section, find that Yamaha selection. We're going to go in the 15 to 2023 year range. We'll look at that film strip just to see what cable we're using, the AM01 to the AM06. And then we can look at that video. If we're not quite sure if that picture on the left is not matching, we have a video to show us where that connector is, and that is indeed what we're looking at, is that gray 3-pin connector right there. The one we're connected to has some yellow duct tape or yellow electrical tape connected to it, but that's where we're going in. We'll go ahead and hit those check boxes to establish the connection. You may be using the TXB Evolution or the TXB Zero. You could be using the TXT Navigator. They're all going to connect the same way as far as the engine goes with that same cable. So here we are on the first page. We got that fault page, and then we can look at the parameters. If we wanted to see those parameters graphed, we could just double click on that parameter. And you can see we do it 3 different ones, so you can see those listed there. And then when to close it out, you just double click again. We can come down here to the favorites tab, and we'll click on that. If we wanted to see certain parameters listed, we could do it there. You can see I've already got a couple listed there. We could go down at the bottom and edit it, or add, or delete, just depending on what you want to see, and looking at that engine parameters. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and scroll down. This engine isn't running, obviously. That's why some of these parameters are pushing up. On the fault page, we'll go into the status page. That'll give us some switches and what we're looking at. There's a throttle valve relay. That's on. We'll go into the ECU information. Not really relevant, I guess, unless you want to see that. And then our activations, that's where we're going to see all our tests. So our cylinder ignition coil, it's going to tell us to confirm and continue. We'll click on that confirm. And then it's going to give us a little warning. It'll tell us what the system's going to be doing. And then when you hit confirm, you should hear some sound coming out of that coil. Same thing would do with an injector or fuel pump, depending on what activation you're running. Our engine history, we could see that here. We'll have our engine speed and our RPMs. You can use the arrows at the bottom to go up or down, depending on which RPM range you want to see. We'll go ahead and take a screenshot if you wanted to see that, or you can print what we're looking at, and that'll show up as in whether you want to print it as a PDF or an XML or just print to a printer. You could do that here with that little message. We're going to print it as a PDF and then save it to the laptop just so we have it. You can also add this to your customer management system on the front end where the diagnosis button is, and you could list all those, save all those paperwork under that one engine manufacturer under that customer name. History counters, we'll see that here. It's another activation you can run. You could also print that out if we wanted to, or take a screenshot. And then we'll slide on down here to the cylinder. That one a little bit too far. We'll go ahead and check that injector cylinder 1. So we'll hit start. It's going to give you the same warning and then walk you through once you confirm. You should hear it sound and then stop, and then it's complete. Here's a list of the other activations we have in the software, and then obviously the settings. We could look at it there. That oil change table will be listed under that. Sometimes they're a little bit different depending on horsepower. There's your technical documentation, and then if you wanted to print that out, you would just click on that. We could see our parameters listed here. It'll have all our engine information. Again, you could go back and edit this to have your address and customer information or serial number. You'll see a few in there that I've already saved before. We'll go ahead and list this as 2021 Yamaha 175. And then we could save it to our desktop or however you guys want to do it. Make a file for your customers or whatnot. So we now have that saved to our file on our computer. We can view it at any time. If you wanted to print to a printer or print a preview, you could do that as well. This is a 2021 Yamaha VMax 175. We're using the Texa IDC5 software. This is Tim with Marine Diagnostic Tools. As always, thank you for watching.